Hey, 1 week left! Oh my god, 1 week left! What's up, it's a culture detective here investigating your favorite albums. And today I'm going to be doing a quick album review. Actually, it's not going to be quick. I don't know why I said that. On the new Olivia Rodrigo album, Guts. So, Olivia Rodrigo is a Disney star turned to pop sensation singer-songwriter, and this is her second album, sophomore, if I may. And yeah, it is the year 2023, and we have yet another helping of angsty, loud pop rock slash pop punk music from Olivia Rodrigo. A couple years ago, back in 2021, she released the album Sour, which a lot of people liked. It became sensational, but I personally thought that it was meh. There were some really good tracks off of Sour, but there have also been equally a lot of half-baked, not very well-written songs off of Sour, so I wasn't really that crazy about Sour, but I do know that Olivia Rodrigo has a lot of promising potential, and I think a lot of that potential turns up in Guts. The album opener is All American Bitch, and it starts off with some acoustic guitars a la Taylor Swift, and then it turns into a roaring pop rock anthem, and it is really fun and wild, but then Olivia Rodrigo graces us with these really thin, clean screams. These are some of the cleanest, most unaggressive screams I've ever heard, and somehow, unironically, I kind of like it. I mean, I don't think growly, aggressive, rough screams are awesome, but I would love to hear more artists who do the opposite kind of scream and still somehow master it and make it a trendy thing. I think there's something really respectable about that. Lyrically, we have Olivia singing about how she's trying to be perfect, trying to look pretty, trying to be happy, being in front of the world, being an all-American bitch, being shaped by the industry. So it's a pretty interesting opener. I wouldn't say it blew my mind or anything, but it is not bad. Second track is Bad Idea, Right? And it is a tongue-in-cheek pop-punk jam with cheeky group yells and jumpy guitars. I love this chair. And it's really fun. The guitars get glitchy, and the track is just one hell of a banger. Energetically way higher than the album opener. Then we have Vampire, and honestly, in my opinion, the best bits about this album are the ballads. I think they don't try anything crazy, and they're not trying to be fun or wild or anything. The serious moments are the moments where Olivia truly gets to shine. And great example here is Vampire. I think I really like the dramatic pianos, the epic strings. The emotional singing is really good as well. The way the drums are introduced halfway through the track is a little bit awkward because it just appears out of nowhere, but still overall it's really good. Lyrically, she sings about somebody using her clout, sucking her dry like a vampire, so there's that. A lot of the tracks on this album are in fact, you know, the usuals. Sour, bitter love songs or songs about the industry. Case in point, another sour, bitter love song would be the next track, Lacy, which has the finger-picked sweet guitars and really pretty vocal harmonies right off the bat. And it's almost like Olivia Rodrigo is doing a Sufjan Stevens impression. And the ending of the track is actually really gorgeous, where all the vocal harmonies sort of stacked on top of each other, and it gets so heavenly. It's actually amazing. Following that, Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl is an edgy rock song with some sassy vocal performances and crispy bass. It's really fun. It just doesn't quite hit the mark for me. I like the lyrics though. It's about being socially awkward. One of the lines that made me laugh out loud is, "Everything I do is tragic. Every guy I like is gay." Rip. Definitely cannot relate to that. In the opposite way, I guess. Anyways, Making the Bed is a spacey ballad with pretty falsettos, epic beat drops. The track is about toxicity. Instrumentally, it's kind of weak. The song is kind of a sleeper. The track Logical is a simple piano ballad. Somehow I kind of like it musically though, even though, like, if you just play the song randomly, I wouldn't enjoy it. But I think in the overall context of the album, it worked really well. I think it's a very much needed slow moment in the album, and I really like how it says that love is illogical, 2 + 2 = 5, gaslighting time, am I right? Then we have Get Him Back. The album immediately follows the previous track with easily the most obnoxious song, where she does this annoying rap rock thing. But he was so much fun, but he was such a good friend, and he would take us out to parties and the night will never end. It's just lyrics like this that really makes me roll my eyes. Like, oh, it's so, wow, I have a social life, it's so bad, it's so, I'm complaining, It's just so whiny, and it just sounds so Netflixy that I just can't take it seriously at all. The chorus is also really bone dry. Love is Embarrassing has the buzzy bass and the 4/4 drum beats, but the song itself is just very one note, and I feel like this is like a part 2 of the track Good For You, which I really like, but the song itself is just very derivative. The Grudge is another piano ballad with really faint ambient pianos. We have lyrics about being betrayed and mistreated. Musically, it's kind of a meh, not really all that great. Then following that, we have Pretty Isn't Pretty, which is like her attempt at dream pop or something with summery guitars, which doesn't sound like the greatest thing ever, but I feel like this style of music really works in her favor. Like, this is a really interesting sonic palette that I wish she would explore more. I feel like she could make a whole album out of this track, really. The album ends off with Teenage Dream, which is an emotional piano ballad ending. It's really epic, plus a phone call at the end, really emotional. It's really solid. It didn't blow my mind, and I think overall the album has a lot of very good, well-written moments. In fact, some of the highs on this album are even better than on Sour. I think Guts is better than Sour, and I just look forward to seeing her songwriting and musical style improve more and more by every single project. So yeah, I'm giving this album a strong 6 out of 10. So if you listen to the new Olivia Rodrigo album, comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.